defensively in the first quarter?
I thought we locked in. We were physical. We didn't give them a lot of open shots. That first quarter, they moved us around. We couldn't stay in front of them, and it came down to getting stops. And we're a good team when we get stops, and we keep harping on it. And finally did it in that fourth quarter. We got a lot of critical stops. We made a lot of big plays, and John made a lot of good decisions. And Brad, 9 assists each from our backcourt. That's a great moving the ball. And then John had the big and one was huge going to the basket. I thought he took some hits early on, didn't complain too much, but then he took an aggressive play and got to the free throw line.
You talked so much about the record against teams losing records. The fact that you guys, though, obviously Chicago's kind of an odd situation because they've been very hot, but the fact that you guys, beyond the result, that the effort was largely there on both ends of the court, I guess just how pleasing was that?
Yeah, we played hard. I mean, I know much has been said, and it should be said. We were 9-10 going into this game. This team does have a record that they're not probably happy with, but they're much different now. They're healthy and got everybody back, and they got Levine waiting and Dunn and Markkanen. And those two guys are going to be really, really special players in this league. And they won 10 out of 12. The two games they lost, I think, was Boston and Cleveland, maybe on the road. So we knew going into this game that this team is really good. They got shooters that can shoot with a split second. No space. They can just flat out play. But I give our guys a lot of credit. We stuck with it. We kept battling, and a couple of times it didn't look good, but we kept fighting and coming back with good defensive pressure, and we made big plays, and we made plays for each other.
The last two games you have gotten up 36 threes, which is a franchise record.
Yeah.
The first time, and then you matched it tonight. How much do you think, or looking at your small ball because you're playing Houston and playing these guys, what do you think of it going forward, your versatility with that and shooting threes, and how much can you force the issue versus people who might want to stay big?
Well, I thought our small ball actually did a good job of getting rebounds and getting stops. And obviously, when you have a smaller lineup, you have the ability to have more three-point shooters on the floor. So it's just going to be, a lot of teams are going small, and we're one of them also. So it's nothing against our bigs, but we just have to keep adjusting, and it could be game to game. I thought Jan was our main guy to give Houston trouble scoring last game, and I thought our small ball gave them trouble scoring, especially in that fourth quarter. And Mike can battle their bigger players. I know Lopez had a couple of post-ups down low, but that's not how they want to play. Nobody wants to play that way. That's a low percentage shot throughout the league.
John, did you want John to go 2 for 1 there when he drove, and was it that whole crux?
Yeah, I knew we have, especially in transition, we need to attack, and I thought they had no shot blocker, and we wanted to make sure that we took advantage of it. They had one block all night. So we wanted to make sure that we have opportunities to get in transition. In transition, teams make mistakes, and you have a speedy point guard like John and his ability to pass and see all 9 players. It's hard to stop.
Scott, I know you may not be in the business of trying to think about all-stars and stuff, but when you look at a complete performance that you saw from Bradley tonight, I mean, does that help make the case?
I mean, I've said it for now. Going on the second year, Brad's an all-star. I thought he was an all-star last year, led us in a lot of different games, and 23 points. It's not just the points, it's the defensive play that he does, it's the passing. We're very blessed. We got 2 guys in the backcourt that are all-stars, and hopefully we can keep playing well and win some games. And I think we won 7 out of our last 10. But it's all about winning games, and if you win games and you play for each other, the individual awards come. But if you focus on that, you focus on the wrong things. And I've talked to Brad many times, and he's not one time mentioned all-star to me.
The 7-3 record you just mentioned since John came back is your best 10-game stretch of the season. You're starting to see the signs you were looking for to kind of take off.
Yeah, I mean, when you have any team in the league, your best player is out for a long time, especially at the point guard spot. Sometimes you can handle a perimeter guy or a big. But when you have a point guard like John out, now he's back. I think he's getting in his rhythm. He's attacking. Almost had 10 assists tonight. He can score. He can make plays. He gives guys a lot of opportunities to get open shots. There's a reason why a lot of players love playing with him, because he gets them wide open threes, especially from the 3 spot or the 4 spot. You get a lot of open shots just being on the floor with John.
Coach, first half you guys gave up 8 offensive rebounds, second half only 1. Was there something about the effort in the first half that wasn't up to par?
Yeah, I mean the first quarter we did not realize how fast they play. We can talk about it, we can show them on film, but they got it firsthand. I'm surprised they didn't get 50 points in that first quarter because they missed a lot of threes. And I think we realized and we started figuring out their speed and how they play, and we kind of adjusted, but we adjusted just with playing harder. This team doesn't play happy for their coach. And he has a team that he's going to love the coach. They play hard, they're long, they're athletic, and they got some really good players that he's going to mold into some really, really good players. All right. Happy New Year.